What's up, everybody? I just wanted to make this video to show, because I mentioned it in a video weeks ago, like when these lights went on sale, and I've done some videos. I hope I've done them all. Geez, you guys gotta let me know. I know I did one on this and I showed you, but I don't think I did it on the smaller ones. I asked myself, like, shoot, do we still need these? Because these Milwaukee Rockets, because, you know, this is $229. It's on sale, I think, right now for $199. This Metabo HPT light is $224, right? $5 less, but obviously it doesn't come with a tripod. This DeWALT tripod is $64, and that's generally how much these heavy-duty tripods cost. You can get one that's taller from DeWALT, and then these will probably be almost neck and neck in height, which I'll tell you that it's not all that serious, especially if you have this Metabo HPT light, because of the light dispersion. This actually almost makes light go behind it, and I'll show you that in a second. But for the cost, you know, especially if you find a sale, this Metabo HPT right now could be half for $124. Then you buy this, that's $180. We'll call it $190, and you're cheaper than this. And this is only what, 2,500 lumens? This is 10,000. Now the Milwaukee has better color. But the brightness just is night and day, and I'm about to show you guys real quick. All right, so we're going to do the Milwaukee first. To compare apples to apples, I've lowered that. I'm going to lower it a little bit more so that I'm going to keep it higher, actually, to get this some type of advantage. But yeah, so there's just plenty more LEDs on that, obviously, because 10,000 lumens. But let's check this out. So this is the Milwaukee. This is the light that it creates, and I want you to look at the ceiling. It's a little hard to see, but you can see that the light kind of starts on that beam right there. All right, behind it is the light from the window, and that makes sense because it dispersed out, and that's actually not bad because it's not like a beam. It kind of goes up there and it touches the beam. So there you have that, and we can see that these are pretty much aligned. I could move the Metabo back a little bit, but I'm not. I'm going to leave it forward just to drive home a point. Now here's the Metabo HPT. Way brighter. And actually the color doesn't even look that bad. But just trust me that the color isn't as good as the Milwaukee. But you can see it's hitting that beam still. Right? It's still hitting that beam. And at first I thought that the Milwaukee had way more. Let's turn the lights off. Now, at first I was thinking that the Milwaukee had more versatility, and I was thinking, oh, well, we still need these because this articulates, boom. And I use this a lot. When I usually point this down, I very seldom point it straight out, or I'll point it up so that it could, not straight up, but up kind of like that, so it can refract off of the ceiling and then come down and light up the whole room, so to speak, because this honestly isn't that bright, so you need little tricks. But I realize you'll see that this is upside down. I can flip it around, which I'm going to show you. You can flip it around and have different angles. So at upside down, look at the angle on that. Points down. It might point down more than it does. It points down more than the Milwaukee. So now this has more range. Now let's flip this. Now we did see this can go straight up, right? And it can also go back like that. But I mean, that's not that deep because you could just turn this around. If that can't do it, you just rotate the thing. But you see, now this can go as far back as that. It can't go straight up, right? Let's pause. Now it's right side up, as you can see. And almost straight up, right? Almost straight up. But I would say that the lighting is still, let's just check the lighting. Here we go. You see where it hits the wall? This is a perfect example. You see where it hits the wall? I mean, it's almost flat, straight up. To me, that's not a big deal. And I want to show you what else you could do to get the light to go straight up. Just simply take it off the tripod, lay it on the ground, straight up. But I wish we could mark. I'm actually going to mark. Now with the Milwaukee straight up, this is what you get. It doesn't go straight across. It's up there. Let's see if we can see where the Metabo HPT. Oh, we can't see. The Metabo HPT is up there. So that is super close. We're talking about like maybe two or three inches of dispersion. So I feel, and you also see that the Milwaukee has like that same hexagonal shape, whereas the Metabo HPT is flat light that disperses evenly, and you get that funny shape with the Milwaukee. Look, that's all I have to say. This is easier. Now, another thing I want to show you guys is just better, to me, better overall value. I don't see the point in these anymore. I really don't. I really don't. This setup is way more versatile. Let me turn them off so I can talk to you more about it. Actually, I want you to see something. Look at the Metabo. Look at that light line. Milwaukee, no, that's about the same. Oh yeah, that's about the same. Off. Just a slightly lower. Okay, anyway. So now that you've seen the versatility of both, pretty much, actually the Metabo has a slight edge over it. That can go straight up, but we see even at this angle, the light dispersion is not a huge difference. Plus this can actually angle way further down than the Milwaukee. So what we're going to do now is fold them up so you can see how compact and each one is when they're folded up. All right, so here we are. You know, that's the Milwaukee. And you say, oh, well, that's about the same. That's more. Well, not really, because you don't need that. You don't need that to use this. Look at this. This is all it is. Instead of that, I mean, I know I used to promote these over the past 3 years pretty hard, but now with like these 10K lumen lights that recently come out, you don't need that. You really don't. I can't see a situation where that would arise, honestly. I mean, look at this. Not only is it 5 times as bright, it also can be plugged in, just like the Milwaukee, and it comes with the cord. The Milwaukee doesn't. You have to buy another cord, an extension cord. This comes with the cord. You can also charge other devices with it. You can't do that with the Milwaukee. And this is somewhat dust and waterproof. The Milwaukee is too. You just got to be careful with the battery. That's not fully enclosed, and this is, and it has this little rubber seal going around it to protect it from water, and a few YouTubers have actually dumped it in water. Yeah, I mean, and then also, when we talk about the light, look at the variable dial, right? You have more settings of brightness than you do with the Milwaukee's just 3. And I don't like that with the Milwaukee to turn it off. See this? You just push the button. There you got to go. If it's on bright, you got to go medium, low, off. Right? You can't just push it and hold it and it'll go off or whatever. This is better. This is better all the way around. I just wish it had a better color of light. That's all. Metabo HPT, if you're listening, make 2. Make one with the hyper white light, because some people might like that. And then make one with the yellowish tint like Milwaukee, and then you win. You win. I mean, you're winning anyway. So anyway, that's what I just wanted to make this video to show you guys why I'll no longer recommend the Rocket lights anymore. They're just too big and cumbersome for not enough brightness. And if you want one that's even close to this, they have a 10K lumen one, I think. And it's ridiculous. It's thousands of dollars. If you want one, the next one up that's kind of reasonable is the 6500 lumen with the 3 panels that move. I had that one as well. That has been on sale. We've been able to find that for like $200. I mean, and it will charge your batteries as well. But even with that, I mean, that's a good deal, but I wouldn't pay that for this. I don't know. I still feel like this is better. I don't even use the 6500 lumen one, to be honest with you. You know why? Because it's just too cumbersome. It's too much to take around. I've only used it like one time on one project redoing this room. And then after that, I haven't used it since. So, I mean, I would use this way more. I mean, I actually use this quite a bit because it's so small. Just grab it and go. So anyway, that's it. I'm going to leave a link to the description. To this in the description. Hopefully it's still on sale, but I'm going to be talking about this pretty much all week, trying to convince you guys to go the route of these smaller units and then just buying a tripod.